American tour of Lincoln Center Theater's critically acclaimed production of My Fair Lady opens tonight at the Overture Center.
Among the ensemble cast is a Middleton native who's returning home during the Thanksgiving holiday. Melissa Lemon graduated from Middleton High School in 2011. This is her first national Broadway tour. I had a chance to sit down with her earlier today.
I feel like I've always been interested. Somebody asked me this question actually somewhat recently, like, when did you fall in love with performing? And I feel like I was always in love with it. It was always something that I was just very drawn to. And I remember at Middleton, I went to Middleton High School, and the rec center had a theater program over the summers that would perform in the PAC at Middleton, and I always wanted to be in it. I was like, that looks so cool, that looks so fun, I want to do this thing. And growing up, my cousins and I would put on musicals, so it's just something that I've always loved. Yeah.
And you love it. It's a love affair.
It is a love affair, yeah.
So how did you go from Middleton to on stage at Overture?
Yeah. So I guess during my time in Middleton, Madison area, I grew up here. I went to elementary school, middle school, high school here. I did theater, community theater. I did theater through school. And then when it came time to go to college, I didn't allow myself to dream that I could have a career in performing. I was like, oh, that's, a hobby. It's not realistic. And I ended up going to University of Minnesota for reasons unrelated to performing. I liked the school, I liked the Twin Cities, and I wanted to keep dancing because I love dancing. So I was like, I'll double major. And then during my time in the Twin Cities, I started doing professional musicals there. And I saw actors in the Twin Cities making it work, doing the thing. Making a living, exactly. And I was like, wait, you can do that?
The light bulb went on?
Yeah, exactly. So then I started doing that, and I decided to just do a dance major at University of Minnesota, and then it was a modern dance program, so I studied modern dance, and then I did musical theater outside of school in the Twin Cities community, and then I moved to New York City in January of 2017 to pursue my dreams.
And this is your first national tour?
Yes.
What is your role here? What do you play?
Yes, I am in the ensemble, and I play Lady Boxington in the Ascot Gavotte. So that's my featured ensemble track.
Very fancy.
Yes, I love her.
So you have to learn a lot of different parts because you might have to fill in.
Yes. So I guess for me, I have one understudy track for the parts to fill in. So I have my normal ensemble track in the show. I start as an opera goer. I'm then a street seller. I sell fruits and veggies out of a basket. We have Ascot Gavotte. I'm also a suffragette in a scene. We have a waltz. Then we also have Take Me to the Church on Time, where I'm a can-can girl. But then I am also an understudy. So there's a character, Mrs. Hopkins, who the woman who plays Mrs. Hopkins, she understudies Mrs. Pierce. So if she has to go on for Mrs. Pierce, then I go on for Mrs. Hopkins. So
that's a lot.
That's how it works, yeah. All sorts of things.
A lot of running around backstage, I assume.
Yes, and lots of quick changing and quick wigs and quick changing your hats, all the things.
What do you like about this show, My Fair Lady?
Ooh, I love it because it has a taste of so many different things. So you have really high energy, kind of raucous dance numbers. So Take Me to the Church on Time is very that. It is a big old musical number, and it's very, very fun, very high energy. And then you have a number like the Ascot Gavotte, which is like very pulled up, and we're all very rich, and it's very proper, and it's so funny. It is high comedy, but then you have really serious scene work between Henry Higgins and Eliza and Mrs. Higgins. So there's lots of very deep scenes and very beautiful text. The show is all about language. And then lots of beautiful music. I think I grew up listening to a lot of the songs in this show. Like I sang Danced All Night. I feel like those are all classic musical theater songs. So you get some nostalgia, you get high energy, but then you also get really incredible acting and scene work.
This is an old-fashioned big musical.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, everything's on stage.
Yes, all the things.
You can't stop smiling about this.
Yeah, I love it. It's a love affair.
So what's the dream?
The dream is Broadway. Yeah, so this is a Broadway national tour, so I feel lucky to be here and working. But yeah, the dream is to work out of New York City. So.
Next step?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. But I do love being on the road so far, so I would think the dream is also to continue touring.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Home for Thanksgiving.
Yes, I'm very excited about it.
Michelle, nice to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome home.
She is a delight. I mean, she's a little nervous about tonight's performance. Her parents are coming. Relatives have flown in from out of town. Her high school teachers are coming. Her high school friends are coming.
Oh.
She'll do great.
Oh boy, this is going to be great.
She's got a big future ahead of her, I think. My Fair Lady at Overture through Sunday. No show on Thursday, so there's 2 shows on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
It's 3 hours long. 3 hours long. That's 6 hours a day.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot
Could
of
have danced
energy
all
out
night,
there.
I guess.
They will dance all night.